Hey, friends. Oh, I just realized I'm still wearing my headphones. Hey, friends. It's Wednesday, and we're all here together on the internet. Oh, there's so many wonderful people here. Hello, Takara. Hello, Music Man McNutt is here. Another book lover is here. Gemma is here. Hello, Charlie is here. Mike is here. Hey, Mike. Forsaken Fallen is here. Carmen, hello. Numberless Dreams. Augie, Noza, hello. Yeah, you want up? Oh, Midori wants up. Here we go. Let's see. Simply Wisty is here. Marissa is here. Hello. Jimmy is here. Tim is here. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi. Tini is here. Hi. Midori is here. Are you saying hi? Yeah. Yeah. She's my office chair finally had to leave my office, so I'm sitting on this like little stool thing, and she's really upset because she can't sit on the back of it or behind me like she likes to. What are you gonna do? You just gonna grumble and sit right here in front of the screen? That's fine. Hey, Anna's here. Damien is here. Hello, everyone. Yeah, Midori knows when the stream starts. Like. Hi, Augie, we missed you too. I'm glad that you're back. Hope everyone's doing okay. How's your week been so far? Hey, Annette. Oh my gosh, 2-day migraine. That's awful. I'm glad you're ready to write. She's just like, I don't know if you can see. Hey, I'm gonna look up here. What if I pet you? Okay. I know. She's just gonna complain the whole time about the lack of charity. This is accurate. This is accurate. Feeling scattered, says Numberless Dreams. Hey, Alex is here. Hello. Monty's here. Hey, Monty, I'm glad you're here. Yes, the chair is on punishment right now. No, actually, the chair just had to get relocated because another chair broke, and so we had to play like literally musical chairs. To switch things around. So yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah, cats are not okay with change, and this is extremely accurate. But I do, it's like 70 degrees out. I've got the window open. It's sunny. She's been sitting in the windowsill all day, looking kind of happy. Hey, Liz is here. Hey, Liz, welcome. Oh my gosh, Takara, congrats. Takara, your book will be available for purchase later this week. That is fantastic. Oh, good. Another book lover says, I've written a couple scenes for a new short story. Super excited to pull them together tonight. Heck yes. Yes, Frontier Enforcer says, my cat is mad at me right now because I broke her schedule. Hey, Sarah's here. Fantastic. Hi. Oh, Siri thinks I'm talking. I'm not talking to you, Siri. I don't know what you think I said. Just fix that real quick. Ooh, good. Yes. Silly hats for cats. Mike says, I submitted my story for the Found Anthology. Congrats. That's a huge deal. I hope you're feeling good about it. That's really exciting. Keep us posted on how that goes. I would love to hear that. Hey, Annie says, hey, it's been a grumpy-some week, so yay for escaping into a create-along. Yes, I feel that. Oh, yay. Monty says, started my new Facebook writers group, Arcane Quill. I'd love to play some of your podcasts and invite them to create-alongs. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. Oh, and 2 chapters this week. Monty, I feel like it's been a really big week for you. That's awesome. And that is fantastic. I mean, like, who else has news? Mike says, I'll do my best. I never received a confirmation email back. Is that normal? I don't know. I hope that's normal. I don't know if anyone else has submitted, if they received an email back. Let Mike know. I like this. Liz says, we're here for you, friend. Relax and unwind. Yes, yes, yes. I have some good decaf coffee here in my This Planet Needs a Name stories mug, which I'm really excited about. I also have some tea lined up. Like I literally in the kitchen have like a mug ready to go for tea when I finish my decaf coffee. So I'm really excited about tonight's gentle beverages. So yeah. I'm trying to think. I haven't done any creative writing today or yesterday. I did a little bit on Monday, and that was really good. I solved an issue I'd been having with the end of this scene, and so I'm really kind of excited to get back into it. I don't know if I'm going to work on Girl in Space tonight or if I'm going to write my Dear Creators newsletter. I should probably write the newsletter, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like. Gentle Beverages sounds like a nice tea shop. Yes, it does. I would go to Gentle Beverages. Also, pre-planning your drinks. Yeah, staying hydrated is important. Yes, I have my water here. As you can see, definitely not moonshine. I don't think I would drink moonshine with a straw. I think that's how you can really know. Oh, gross. Cass says, I'm still in house hunting purgatory. Ugh, got some not great news. Oh, about a family member. I'm sorry, Cass, which sucks. But I'm going to clean out my fridge and pantry and then get to work on a podcast script, and it's going to be okay. Yes, it is. It is going to absolutely be okay. Good. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Yes. Liz just polished off the ice cream. No more fooling time to get to work. I love it. Oh no, Jennifer says nursing school is officially started and I'm already exhausted. Oh no. Oh no, sending you energy, sending you all of the good things. Noza says, I had a rest from writing last week and I'm ready to finish the frustrating chapter that I'm working on so I can get to the next one, which will be much more exciting to write. Good, good. I love to hear that. Yes. Yeah, Tim says, I have a 55-minute scene to work on for the rest of the month. That won't take you the rest of the month. You can do a chunk tonight. You'll do a chunk tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but you'll do a chunk Friday. I believe in you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Jennifer says, I'll be working on some of my homework today, but I'm hoping to do a bit of writing this evening. Lovely. Lovely. Ooh. Hot apple juice and cinnamon. Is that like kind of like a cider? That sounds beautiful. Beautiful. Damien says, kind of an in-between week. Looking forward to getting to work tonight. Love, Death and Robots season 2 this week. And Katie, in my 7th year anniversary. Congrats. Oh, imagine someone putting up with my dry sarcasm for 7 years. Oh, that's nothing. Well, okay, that's not nothing. Good. Good job, Katie. Congratulations to both of you. I hope that you get to treat yourselves and that you have something really fun planned. Siren Whisperer says, thanks to the name of the tavern I'm rebuilding after some arson happened in my campaign. Gentle Beverages for the win. I would go to Gentle Beverages. I feel like it would be a very just sweet and friendly place, and maybe have like a fireplace and some bookshelves and a cat. I don't know. I think that would be nice. Damien says, unfortunately, I want to write tonight, but I must audio edit. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yep. You've got this. Night chunks. I appreciate that. Ooh, Liz says, tonight I'm shaping 5. It feels overwhelming and good and necessary. Overwhelming and good and necessary. Overwhelming and good and necessary. I feel like that describes a lot of my creative experiences. Overwhelming and good and necessary. Good. I hope that you really lean into that, embrace that. Yeah. And I hope that you find some of that goodness tonight in your creating. Oh, mulled cider. Okay. Ooh. Oh, stovetop. Oh, yeah. Okay, that sounds amazing. Oh, hey, Terry's here. Hey, Terry. Oh, so those of you who are joining us, if this is your first time joining, hi, welcome. I'm Sarah. I host the Create Along. I'm a writer. I'm a podcaster. I do some other things. I'm a speaker. I give hugs when we're not in a pandemic. I rescue animals and then they live in my office forever. What else? Oh, I was actually going to tell you something useful. And that was if you're tuning in on Twitch and you just started following me, we do have a sort of like anti-troll protection thing where you can't make a comment until you've been following me for an hour. So once your hour is up, you should be able to comment and say hi and share what you're working on with us. We would love to hear from you. So thank you for your patience. This is one of those things that like it's one time, and then after you prove that you're not a troll, you can hang out and comment forever. So yeah, so thank you for your patience. Welcome, hi, hello. Look forward to creating along with you tonight. Augie says, I'm still working my way through editing after my editor tore apart my script. Oh no, almost done with the first episode, but it's really hard to stay motivated. Oh, amen, yes. Really hard to stay motivated, yes. Trying not to panic, so tonight I'm making a dress instead of forcing myself to do something I don't have the spoons for. Good, take good care of yourself. Oh, that's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to get that feedback where, and I hope that they were all reasonable and good and beneficial changes and served your story and weren't just somebody else telling you their preferences. I'm sure that they were, but it can be really, really hard to get that feedback. And then it can be so exhausting and daunting to have to think about doing all the work to implement those suggestions and solve the issues and dive back into something that you thought you were done with. So, I totally understand that. Ugh. So yes, Augie, if you don't have the spoons to do that tonight, good. Work on something that fulfills you so that you can regenerate the energy you need to work on that in the near future. Oh no. 1999 Mummy Movie says, I get to turn a birthday gift horrible story into a fake audio drama script. I feel like there's a really good story there. Oh man. Ooh, chicken fajitas. Heck yes. Another book lover. I love it. Oh my gosh. Working on the night chunks. Poutine made by quiet nocturnal monks. Yes. I love poutine. My brother lives in Canada now, and he has promised that when the borders open up again and we're not in a pandemic anymore, I can visit. And he's going to take me to something called a chip wagon. Which is apparently where you buy poutine from in Canada. I don't know if it's just like a glorified food truck or if I have something else to look forward to with the whole chip wagon experience. So yeah. Monty says my likes aren't working, so hearts to you all. Oh, that's fine. Awesome. Charlie is already ahead of the schedule. Got a practice picture drawn beforehand. I love it. Good job. Ooh, and your poetry book is available. Make sure that you link it in the Show Your Work channel on Discord. I'm sure that some people would love to check that out. Yes, poutine is life. For those of you who don't know what poutine is, well, I'm probably not the right person to describe it to because I've only had it like twice, but it's like French fries and cheese curds and gravy. I've also had poutine made with like sweet potato fries and like other stuff. It's really good. Oh, it's really bad for you. But maybe somebody else can better describe poutine because I feel like I'm not doing it justice. Yes, Tim says subscribers also get immediate access to chat. So if you have a subscribe over on Twitch, you can use it here if you want. Nice. Takara, moving on. So you finished your superhero story. You've moved on to your fantasy ogre story. You're on part 2. You are just trucking along. I love it. Keep writing. I love it. Yes, Augie, you've got this. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Tania says, big change in our home this week with my middle son going back into the classroom. Don't kids graduate? Like, isn't it almost summer? Now I only have my virtual, see, I ask these things. I don't have kids, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. Tania continues, now I only have virtual kindergarten to juggle every day, which has opened up time for me to write. Yes, most afternoons. Good. Still settling into the new routine, but this has been a major improvement for our home, family, and life. I love to hear the wins, Tania. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. Oh no, Forsaken Fallen is in a fight with Scrivener. Should be writing a story for a body horror anthology, but now I'm just going to fight with Scrivener, I guess. That's really frustrating. When you go somewhere or you are in a space and you're all ready to write and then something doesn't cooperate with you, that is the worst. Simply Wisty says, I've been in a mental slump. Work has been dragging, and sadly, we're in school until June 25th. Oh my gosh. However, I'm looking forward to working on my chapter. Oh, it's so hard when you are slogging through something and the light at the end of the tunnel is so far away. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this right now. I don't know if I necessarily have any answers or solutions. But please do know that I know what it feels like. And I think a lot of people in the chat right now either have gone through something like this or are going through it right now. So gosh, Wisty, we are thinking of you and sending you energy and really hoping that June 25th comes really quickly for you. But yes, you get to work on your chapter, and that is exciting and amazing and beautiful. Oh, I know. Augie says they were all strong edits. It's just hard to see the weak parts of what I thought was a really good script. Yeah. And it was probably still a really good script. I mean, all of our drafts have weak spots and plot holes and inconsistencies. And I know it's just really hard to see that like just laid out in front of you, like, hey, here's everything that you didn't do correctly, or like you thought you did it, or, you know, whatever judgment statements we sort of tack onto that. And I think it's really hard. You know, we put so much of ourselves into this work, and it's so hard just to not be even a little bit like, oh, this is a judgment on me. Like either my creative ability or these words that I said that were in my heart and that seemed so right when I wrote them. Yeah, I know that's hard. So Augie, totally feel you. And thank you for sharing all of this too. I feel like this is something that a lot of people deal with and not a lot of people talk about. So even sharing this experience with us is a really, really beautiful gift. So thank you. Sorry, I clicked and then, oh boy, I think, there we go. Oh, okay. Okay, I had to like scroll back. Sometimes my comments move on without me. I love this program. It's just a little glitch. Numberless Dream says, writing a blog post about plants and snakes and turtles. That sounds like my jam. Hey, Allie's here. Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Did you have a dream? I was streaming from the UK. I've never been to the UK, and I keep waiting for like an event like Pod UK or like, you know, whatever is out there that's like podcast related, so I can have an excuse to like go there. And Allie says, congrats on the podcast announcement for Omen. Thank you. So this is my partner Tim's show that he's been working on during our create-alongs. We have a launch date, which is really exciting, and it's gonna be really good. Oh, okay. It's meant to be a horrible story. Okay, good, good, good. Me and my friends have a bad writing contest. That sounds amazing. Where we write the worst possible stories and subject one another to them. It's immensely freeing. Yes, to write absolute garbage on purpose. I love this. I love this. It's freeing. There's no pressure. If what you're trying to write is terrible, it's never going to be as bad as what you want it to be or what you think it will be. And oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. I love that. Deej is here. Multiple friends. I forgot you guys are in Canada. Oh man, do you have chip wagons? I'm very interested in this. Oh, I love Life is Strange. I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I'll wait till you finish it and then I'll talk about my thoughts. Oh, it's like, okay, yeah, chip wagon is the Canadian version of a taco truck. I mean, like, that makes sense. A poutineery? Is that real? A poutineery. Sorry, my mind is just like spinning. Oh, is a family member in Ontario, Ottawa. They're in Ottawa. Embarrassingly, I don't know if that's in Ontario or Quebec. That's embarrassing. Okay. Currywurst. Yeah, I've never been to Germany either. I am not well traveled. Yeah, how do we always end up talking about food? Annette says, oh, hold on one second. I have to cough very rudely. Sorry about that. Annette says, going to try and write a blog post and get my blog up and running again. Good. Annette continues, I took a long break after I started my job, but I want to get back into it. Good. It's a good feeling to publish regularly and to know that you're building up your body of work. Good. I wish you luck with that, Annette. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. School ends middle of June, May. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah. You can even get poutine at 5-star restaurants. I should not care that much about poutine. That is fantastic. Mike says, I'm debating whether to write out an epilogue-ish story about one of the main characters from Boston Harbor Horror Season 2 as a short story. Oh, or another season/mini season of the podcast. There's so many decisions involved in that. I like my brain just started latching on to like, okay, well, what do you want to accomplish? What sounds the most fun? Like, what does your audience want? What sort of medium will best serve the story? Like, don't get me started here because I will ask you not just 20 questions, but more than 20 questions. Takara says, I'm so excited. I feel like a real writer now. Takara, I want to say again, it does feel really good to see your work published, but you were always a real writer, and you're a real writer right now. You were a real writer last week and 2 weeks ago and a year ago. But I know that that's a really good feeling to see your work published. So I'm really excited for you. All right. When's the launch date? So the launch date for Omen is June 6th. And so maybe I should have let Tim tell you that, but I'm excited about it. I get to executive produce the show, which was really exciting for me. And I guess technically we're still producing it. I mean, like the first episodes are like ready and good. So Sarah says, I've never heard of chip wagons and I'm in Canada. You know, my brother is a new citizen of Canada, and he might not know what he's talking about yet. I love my brother very much, but he might be wrong and they're not really called chip wagons. I have no idea. Alex says, I'll be working on the sixth Ostium episode of season 6. Holy cow. just crossed over 6,000 words. It's going to be another long one, but getting towards the end. Yeah, I finally finished earlier this week. I finally finished writing episode 5 of season 2 of Girl in Space. It's over 6,000 words. So for me, in my script format, that's 42 pages, and all the other episodes are like 30 pages, which for me, it usually comes out to about a minute per page. So like, that's just a rough estimate. So like if I have a 30-page episode, it's probably going to be around 30 minutes. If I have a 42-page script, it's probably going to be closer to 42, 45 minutes for that episode. And so I'm like, well, do I trim it down so it's more consistent, or do I just, let the story unravel itself? Thank you all for being kind and understanding my embarrassing lack of geographical knowledge of Canada. A poutine along. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do poutine and Tim Tams. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a big party. Marissa says, I'm starting to think seriously about traveling to Italy the second it is safe to do so. I love this. I've got some research for my novel to do, which is very convenient for me. And then there's a smiley face. Marissa, I love that. I hope you're able to do that. Oh, that's beautiful. I've also never been to Italy. So when you all jet off to your fantastic destinations, send me a postcard. And then when you come back, tell us about it. Ooh, Jimmy, I like this. Jimmy says, it might be the night to scheme out a podcast idea that was recently thrust upon me in a wonderful and helpful way. I think you should do that. I think that sounds really cool and fun. I guess unless you have like a short story idea that's just like gnawing at your brain, crap weasel style. Ooh, this is a great idea. Alex says we should do a special Omen podcast live listen along in the Discord and on Twitch. That is a fantastic idea. Will somebody help me, or Tim, will you help me remember that's something that we should do, because that's a really good idea, Alex. Thank you. Tim says, I'm very nervous to release Omen. I don't have a lot of support or interest from my immediate family. Which, yeah, and it scares me to look to internet friends for validation. I know the new Right Now podcast helped me deal with that. Yes, I don't know if it's officially out yet. I think my podcast is a little late this week, and that's totally my fault. I didn't record it until yesterday, and today Tim edited it for me, and I think I have to tell you, I have an assistant who helps me write show notes and puts everything together for me, and it's been a really, really nice thing to help me be able to do things like these create-alongs and everything. So I think she is still hard at work on that. But I do have a new Right Now episode coming out that talks about validation. And it's something that we've talked about in this group before many times, the need for external validation and what it means to have internal validation, and where our worth comes from and where the worth of our work comes from, which is hard to say. But that episode should be coming out, just to be safe, I'll say like by tomorrow afternoon. So sometime on Thursday. And then I have a treat for you for the next episode. I did another interview with someone who's really cool. And so I'll be releasing that Wednesday the 19th. So, okay, sorry. Woo. Oh, hey, BB Hermit's here. Hello. Not quite up yet. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for checking on that. That's growth, right? Because like when I first launched my podcast in 2015, and I hit release on an episode, I hit publish on an episode, I would be like refreshing my stats. Like, has anyone listened yet? Now I don't even know if my shows are out. I don't check the stats. It's really freeing. Did I see Davis slide into here? Yes. Hey, Davis. Okay, food trucks are like the same thing as chip wagons. Oh, permanent. Oh. Okay, cool. See, we all have this understanding now of chip wagons. They're permanently parked food trucks. Oh, and good food trucks put a lot of them out of business. Oh, I bet. Takara, you are a superstar. You wrote 3 stories in a year. You're just, I think you're an inspiration to a lot of us who get in our own way. Like, I have not seen you get in your own way. And I think that's really, really inspiring to see. So. Yeah, Jimmy is the coiner of the word coiner. Jimmy originally coined the word crap weasel. So, so yes, I'll let you settle out the use of the word crap weasel. I just sort of appropriated it. Sorry, Jimmy. But yeah. Yeah, the feed's not out for Omen yet. So it's not out yet. The RSS feed will come out. It'll be out by June 6th. And there might be something before that. I don't know. I'm not in charge of these things. Yeah, Mike, yes. Mike says, I didn't realize I'd hit 100,000 downloads until it was at 107,000. Yeah. I did not interview Stephen King. Okay, no, that would have been I don't even know if he would talk to me, or I bet he gets like hundreds of podcast interview requests like every day. And like, honestly, this is like the concern of an interviewer. It's like, could I ask him questions and host a conversation that he's never had before? Like, would it be a unique interview, or would it be like, Stephen King, hi, how did you get into writing? Like I would want it to be like original, like a good interview where he would say at least once or twice, like, no one's ever asked me that before, Sarah. And then we'd be best friends. The end. Yeah. Ooh, pineapple ginger green tea. That sounds amazing. I need it. Yeah, Davis says I have so many tasks I need to finish this month. Not quite sure if I'm going to be able to finish all of them. Is that okay? Is that okay? Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. Hey, JC Fabs is here. Hello. Oh my gosh. Jimmy says crap weasel is my gift to the world. I am the gift weasel. That's perfect. That's perfect. Takara, this is a fantastic question. Takara asks, what is the best way to tell people about my book without being a pest? Oh, that's so hard. So what I would do is I would send an email out to friends and family and include a link, and don't be too pushy with it, and say, and make it about like the feelings and the emotion, and say, hey, I am so excited to announce that I've released a book. If you would like to check it out, here's the link. If not, no pressure. Thank you all for supporting me on my writing journey. Love, Takara. So I would send out something like that to close friends and family. They're the people who will most likely buy and read your book. You can also link to it here in our Discord under the Show Your Work tab. I think a few of us would be interested in checking that out. But I guess, if we're talking about social media, I see a lot of people, and I realize we're like digging into this discussion like right before we're supposed to start writing. But there's, I think, 2 things I want to tell you. And that is, there are people, and Takara, you put it in a really good way, like who are a pest, and they like tweet every 10 minutes, like, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. And it's like, that's turning me off. Like, I don't want to buy your book. You're spamming me, and that's gross. What I really encourage people to do is to build up a social media presence and an email list. And in both of those, I talk about the 80-20 rule. So this is like my fundamental rule for personal branding and marketing, whether you're a writer, a podcaster, a creator of any kind, the 80-20 rule. And that is just very simply 80% of the time you should be adding value to other people. So you should be saying like, hey, I found this this cool short story by this little known author. I'd love to share it with you, and tag that author. Or, hey, I started listening to Augie's Attic, or I've started listening to Nightlight, or I've started listening to Viridian Wild, and you guys should all listen to this. It's one of my favorite shows. Or, hey, I had a discovery today that, and then an insight about whatever you're working on. Let's see, other ways that you can provide value. It really comes down to understanding why people are following you on social media and why they've subscribed to your email list, and delivering what they're looking for. And like that comes down to who is it who's on your list, or who's in your audience, who's following you on social media, and what expectations have you set. And so making sure that you're providing value 80% of the time, whether it's like funny jokes or cool art or insights or links to useful articles or links to your favorite shows and books and recommendations and advice. And then 20% of the time, sorry, I have a cat hair in my mouth, as usual, 20% of the time, you can shill your work. 20% of the time, and I think that that's like a good, I wouldn't do it more than 20% out of your tweets and posts and emails. So for every 10 emails you send out, 1 to 2 of them can be like, hey, just so you know, come buy my book. It's really cool and it's really fun, and here's what people are saying about it. And then like the other 8 to 9 emails should be like, hey, here's some good advice I heard. Here's an inspiring quotes. Just whatever it is that your social media presence, in a way that it exists to serve your audience. Oh, that's a really good idea. So yeah, so that's the 80-20 rule. Sorry, I'm catching up on comments because like if you start me talking about marketing, I will not stop. Yes, Monty says, is anyone else reading Bird by Anne Lamott? It's freaking amazing. And are you attending the interview? I am. I'm hosting the interview with Anne Lamott. I'm so excited about it. It's May 24th. It's free to attend. I can post another link to it if you haven't snagged your ticket yet. It's at 1 o'clock p.m. Central. I don't know if there will be a replay, and there's only 900 tickets available. So it's going to be an amazing event. Anne will be talking about her new book, which I have right here because I've been reading it so that I can ask her intelligent questions, Dusk, Night, Dawn. But yes, if you haven't read Bird by Bird, that is her book on writing, and it is so good. It was one of the first books on writing that I read as a growing writer, and it was just really, really good. So Bird by Bird is fantastic. Oh, thank you. You can register here. Those of you who are on Twitch, you can sign up using this link. So thank you, Tim. Thank you for posting that. Yes, and for marketing, Jimmy says, apparently you also have to be very, 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 very patient, years worth of patient. Yes, it takes a while. So this is why I really encourage, if you've ever like taken a class with me or a course with me or worked with me, I always say that like the best time to like set up your Patreon, to set up your Twitter account, to, you know, whatever social media, building your website, like whatever sort of online presence you want to have, it's a really good idea to set that up as soon as possible, even before you start publishing, and just start engaging with the community. And if you can, building your own community around the value that you offer as a creator. I know, me too, Jimmy. Jimmy says the patience thing frustrates me so much. I know, me too. Butter chicken poutine. Is that like curry poutine? Have we already talked about this? I need to visit you. Okay, we're going on a food tour, and Marissa's going to Italy, and I'm gonna be there too, eating all the food. Okay, but hey, a lot of us are here for a create along, and let's do some creating. So I want to say a couple things. First, if you weren't here earlier when I welcomed you, welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is a community for writers and creators and podcasters and I don't know, all sorts of creators. Some of you knit and crochet and make scarves and raise animals, and you're just amazing, brilliant human beings. Thank you. Jimmy says, maybe I'm here for a create along. The puns are strong tonight. I haven't been highlighting all of the puns that have been going on in the chat, but if you're in the chat, I hope you're appreciating the punmanship. I don't have a clever enough way to talk about it, but it's really, really fantastic. Davis says, lol, am I here for the creating or for the connecting? How about both? Both. We're here to create and connect. That's exactly what it is, Davis. Thank you for saying that. So yeah, so hi, welcome. If you're just joining us, if you are on Twitch, if you're new, if you've not followed me before, there is an hour sort of delay to deter trolls from just popping in and saying nasty things and then popping away again. So if you hang out here for an hour, you'll be granted commenting privileges and all of that stuff. You can tell us all about what you're working on. Otherwise, I also want to say that while this is a create along, it's more than that. It is also just a space for you to regain your creative energy, because I know a lot of us use or lose or otherwise frivol away our creative energy throughout the day. Midori is back. This is my 19-year-old cat, Midori, who lives for scritches, I guess, as do most animals. Off track, back on track. What I was saying was, if you do not have the spoons, if you do not have the creative energy to create tonight, if creating tonight will make you tear your hair out or otherwise be harmful for you, you are welcome to just sit and hang out. You are welcome to doodle, to color, to write in your journal, to stare at the wall, to watch Netflix, play some Stardew Valley, whatever it is you need to do tonight to reclaim peace and calm and your creative energy for the work going forward. But if you do want to create along with us tonight, we're going to be doing that for the next 45 minutes. We're going to create together until 8:30 p.m. So let me get our little banner available here. There we go. And how this works is I'm going to mute myself so that you don't hear me like drinking water and typing furiously and humming to myself or whatever. And then at 8:30 p.m., I will turn the sound back on and summon you all back with the Alpenhorn of summoning, which is truly a treasure to behold. All right, friends. So if everyone is ready, yes, there is only 900 seats for that Anne Lamott talk. Again, Tim has posted a link to it over on Twitch if you're there. And if not, I have a blog post about it over at sarahwarner.com that links to the event. Tickets are free, but there's only 900. So yeah, so snag a ticket, heck. All right. Midori is deciding where to sit because I've taken her chair away. Totally derailed my thoughts, but I think what we're doing is creating together. So are you ready? Because I'm ready. Again, we'll come back together at 8:30 p.m. Central. That is 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Mountain, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll come back, we'll talk a little bit, and just see how you're doing. Oh, thank you. It's sarahwarner.com/your without the apostrophe -invited. Thank you, Tim. So yeah. Yes, yeet yourself back and yeet yourself away to your work until you get yeeted back by the Alpenhorn. Thank you, Anne. All right, friends, I'm going to mute myself and let's get to work/rest. Hello, creators. It's that time again. The time when the Alpenhorn summons us gently, yeets us gently back. Now, okay, if you are in a really good place of focus and flow, if you are writing, do not let me interrupt you. Please mute me, close out of this chat, and go do your thing. But if you're done for the evening, come back and hang out with us just for a little bit. Mike, I don't know if Mike is still here, but yeah, reformatted and applied revisions to episodes 1 and 2 of season 3. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Let me get rid of this banner here. There we go. Wow. Yeah, Tim says I did nothing. Apparently I had nothing to give tonight. I don't know if you saw what I was doing, but I was attempting for about the first 30 or 40 minutes. I was writing and then deleting and then writing and then deleting my Dear Creators newsletter for Monday. And just my brain feels like a pile of wilted lettuce. Like it was just, I think I'm just done for today. It's been a big day. I've done a lot today. I've crossed a lot of things off my list. So yeah, don't feel bad. Sometimes we give our best energy to other parts of our day, and that's just how it happens sometimes. So yeah. Good. Another book lover says, I did some research on birds and got about 300 words in the beginning of my story and put the havoc to bed. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Yes. Go. Yes. Damien is in the zone. I love it. Go reclaim your power and energy and keep going in that flow. Yes. Yes. Oh, Yoga Creative says, Sarah, I'd love to hear your take. How did you approach writing your first blog post? I'm putting too much pressure on it to set the tone. Yeah. Blog posts, I mean, I'm not saying this to say that what you're doing doesn't matter. I'm saying this to say that when you create a blog, when you write a blog, every post is a new start, and every post is cumulative, and every post builds your body of work. And so I think that a good mindset for a first blog post is just to write whatever's in your mind, whatever's on your heart, and to know that like right now is when you will have the lowest audience, like the smallest audience, the lowest readership. So really, yeah, you're probably putting too much pressure on it to set the tone, because anybody who reads it will probably be like a friend or a family member or somebody who is already a fan of yours, who's reading your work just because they're interested in you. Whereas like later on, 2 years from now, nobody's going to go back and read your first blog post. It's just not how we read blogs. Like we just want to read like whatever's newest. I mean, unless you have a super fan who's like going back through your entire like backlog. And then if they're a super fan, they're likely to be very forgiving and maybe even really love your first blog post, even though it might be, and again, I'm not saying that this is what your blog post is, but like my first blog posts were clumsy. They were over important. They, so yeah, you're not setting the tone for the entire series, because that's not what your blog is. It's not the first chapter in a published book that can never be edited. It's just your first post. And again, this is based on like what you want your blog to do and accomplish. What I'm trying to do is help you alleviate the pressure by saying that, your blog is a measure of where you are right now. And I feel like as long as you're honest with where you are right now and you're sharing what you feel like you need to share at this moment. I mean, this is just a snapshot in time. That's what this blog post is. It's a snapshot of where you're starting. And there's no need for it to be like a masterpiece or a masterwork, because every blog post you create after this, you'll get a little bit better and you'll get a little bit better. And yeah, I hope that my intention for that was not to say that this doesn't matter, but it is to say that you are free to write what you want and need to write and not put too much pressure on it right now. So I hope that that was helpful. Cass, yes, Cass says, I have written some pages and I'm going to keep writing. Good. So I'll have you on mute. Good, good, good. Mute us. Heck yes, yes. And Deej is cheering you on. I love it. Yes. Forsaken Fallen says, I got a few hundred words of the new story, but I wasn't feeling it. It's fine. I just didn't want to write it. Yeah, that happens. So I switched to trying to edit another story, which went a little better. Good. It sounds like that was the story that you needed to work on tonight. I don't know. I'm not really like woo-woo kind of spiritual, but I do feel like we write what we write because we need to at that time. Just like I was just talking about the blog post. You know, it's a snapshot of who we are right now and where we are right now and what we're thinking right now. And not every story is a right fit for where we are, like emotionally, physically even. So yeah, I understand. Good. Sarah, go to sleep. Yes. Got ready for tomorrow's day at the office. Yes, go to sleep. Davis says, my brother called and I got distracted, but I wrote 200 words. The short story just isn't working for some reason. That's okay. And I think there's value in writing things that don't work. I think there's value in starting something and realizing halfway through, like, oh, this isn't working. And then making sure that you understand why it's not working. And then making sure that you allow yourself to either, if you're really like dedicated to this idea, moving forward in a way that does work, or releasing yourself from the need to write this particular story and moving on to something that is a better fit for where you are right now. So yeah, I totally get that. Nozah says, I finished my chapter. Yay. It's not great, but it's okay. That's fine. It means I can move on. Yes, exactly. And I spent the last 15 minutes drawing. Oh, that's beautiful. That seems to be where my passion is at the moment. Good. I just want to encourage you to feed your creative spirit, like whatever it is. Like I say before, you know, we switch over to writing or creating mode. If you need to doodle, if you need to stare at the wall, if you need to read, if you need to play Stardew Valley, that's what you need. And you have to be kind to yourself. Good. BB Hermit says, threw some stuff on a plate for dinner while downloading Bird by Bird, enjoying it so far. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah. It's, I just remember it really spoke to me when I read it. It was the book. It was one of those books when I read it. And again, this won't be your same experience, but I am glad you're enjoying it. It was just one of those books that I read exactly when I needed to read it. And I think that those are often, I think, the books that have the largest impact on us are the books that are there exactly when we need them to be. So I'm glad you're enjoying this book. It's a really meaningful book for me, and I'm glad that you're sharing that. Good. Annette says, wrote a short blog post, posted it, made a plan for a posting schedule. Heck yeah. I have now used the word post so many times it's lost all meaning. Yep. Post, posty, post. Yes. 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 Monty, yes. In an epic place. Yes. With love and light, I bid you good night. Good. Go do your thing. Yes. Yes. Good. Takara says, I got a page done. It's coming along nicely. I love to hear it, Takara. I love to hear it. Oh, Augie, baby rats. Oh my gosh. I didn't know you got new ones. Oh, that's so wonderful. Augie says, oof, I got lost on TikTok. Ended up playing with my cat and new baby rats. That sounds really good and fulfilling. Oh, little baby animals. Oh, I love little baby animals. Good. Charlie's trying to leave work, but also drew 2 things tonight. Good. Good. Charlie is trying to rediscover artistry, and I love it. Good. Everybody, like, Okay, I feel like we're in like two camps tonight. Like either people are like, what I was working on did not work and I'm kind of upset about it, or my brain feels like wilted lettuce like me, or people are just like in the flow tonight. So Anne, Damien, do your thing. Enjoy that flow. It's I got to speak with writer David Duchemin for an upcoming episode of the Right Now podcast, and he talks about it being like, you know, a runner's high, like when a runner is running and like all their endorphins are going and they're just in a magical place. Like this is the writer's high. It's like this magical place of flow and timelessness. And so please, yes, enjoy it. Go do it. Yes. Numberless Dream says, it'll take a while to figure out what you really want the blog to be. Yes. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, mine evolve. Like even the Right Now podcast has evolved. Like if you go back to my first episodes of the Right Now podcast, like the first few are like how to create an audience and like whatever. And now like episodes are more about like how do we deal with writer's guilt, and it's less about the like here's how to do things, and more like exploring what is this experience that we're living in as creative people in this world. Like so yeah, it'll evolve over time. Your audience will probably change a little bit, or it won't align exactly to what you thought it would be. I've had that happen. I've released projects to what I thought was one audience, and then it got just like picked up by another audience. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's who's connecting with this project. So I think that really the best thing that will serve you in your blog is a willingness to experiment and to keep going. A willingness to say like, hey, I'm going to try something and just see if this works, right? I'm not like signing my soul away, or I'm not, you know, setting this in stone. What I'm doing is experimenting, and I'm creating a body of work. And if 2 years later I read this post and I think it's terrible, I have the power to delete it. Like this is your work and it's your experiment. It's your playground. And I want you to just enjoy creating it. Annie says, I got a little bit written, kind of the emotional heart of the ghost story, at least of the beginning. Good. Ugh. Yeah, that takes a lot of energy. So Annie, I'm really, really glad that you were able to do that today. Good. Oh, good. Thank you. Yoga Creative says thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you for asking. I feel like when some of you ask questions, they're actually questions that other people have as well and just don't know to ask or haven't asked. And so when you ask these really, really good questions, I think it helps a lot of people. So thank you for asking that question. Simply Wisty says, I only wrote a little tonight, but it's very close to the end. Good. I think I'm dragging my feet a little bit. Yes. Because even though I want it to end, I'll be sad when it's done. You know, if I can be honest, I went through a little bit. This is going to sound really weird and really precious and really narcissistic, but like, I'm going to share it with you anyway. I went through a little bit of a grieving process when I wrote the last episode of Girl in Space. And I dragged my feet on it, and I couldn't like commit to what I wanted to happen with that episode. That episode took me 8 months. It took me almost a full year to write, produce, edit that episode. And it's because it was the end of the season and I had never ended anything. And, you know, when we say endings are hard, it's not even just that we're talking about wrapping up the story in a way that's satisfying for us and for our audience. What we're talking about is finishing something that carries a large part of ourselves and then potentially like building up our energy and motivation to then maybe start a new project. And there's just so much going on there. So yes, endings are hard. Yes, even though you want it to end, you'll be sad when it's done. It can be bittersweet. It can be really difficult, and dragging your feet, I think, it's frustrating, but I think it's also normal, because change is hard for us. Good. Numberless Dreams says, blog post finished, a bit less than 400 words. Good. Good. Oh, good. Oh, I love them so much. Oh my gosh. If at some point you feel like this would be a thing that you would want to do, you could post pictures of your baby animals over on our Animal Friends channel in Discord, unless you've done that already, because I've been a bad Discord citizen this week. There's just been a lot going on in life, and I've only been able to like pop in here and there to say hi, and it's just, there's a lot going on. Tim says, I'm going straight into editing tomorrow. No food, no entertainment, just diving into it. I mean, if that is what you would like to do, then that is what you should do. And you have my full love and support for doing that. Davis, yes. Davis says, dang it, I know why that story's not working. I started it too early. Yep, but you know what? You needed to start it there in order to figure out that that was the wrong place to start it, right? So you haven't wasted any time. You haven't wasted any energy. You've learned something and you've gained a valuable perspective. I love it. I love it, and I am here for it. Good, 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 good. Yes, realizing that you start the story too early. Often what I'll do is I'll start the story and then I'll just like delete the first, several paragraphs to give it more of that, we call it in media res. So starting the story as the story is already going. It can be a really, really powerful tool, because often I think as writers, we get really precious and really involved in like our backstory and in over explaining things, when really, we just need to like jump in and have the audience engage their brains as they figure out what's going on. Journaling, Jimmy, this makes me so happy. I hope you're writing in your nice new notebook. I hope that you are. Yes, don't whisper, says another book lover. Shout it from the rooftops. Yes. Yes. Tim says, what are baby crap weasels called? Turdlings? I don't know, but are they gnawing at your brain? Another book lover says, pretty sure I started my story tonight during a flashback. I think the story has a lot of flashbacks, so I'll figure it out as I write it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with flashbacks. They're useful, they're fun. That's like what made Lost like the national treasure that it was up through whatever season you lost interest in it, like I did. Yes, people are encouraging Tim to eat food tomorrow at least. Like you have to remember, this is why self-care is important. This is the vessel for creativity. Hold on, I need to take a sip of water, which I would also encourage you to do. Okay. You got to take care. You got to hydrate, right? You've got to exercise. You've got to keep your blood moving. That's where creativity, this body thing, this is our creativity engine, right? And we have to keep it fueled. We have to take good care of it. So yes, make sure you eat tomorrow. I'll make sure you eat tomorrow. Yes. Stephen King says art is a support system for life, not the other way around. Yeah. Marissa says, I'm about to approach a really big introduction in my novel, People and a Place. I'm itching to be there already, but I have to finish my current chapter and I'm not sure how. I don't want to just stuff the end with mediocre filler content. Maybe you're already at the end, Marissa. I don't want to tell, like, I have no idea like what it looks like or anything, but I always think that if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're treading water, okay, if it's a first draft, then just like end it, or just say more words go here and then like move on because it's your first draft. But if you're writing it in a way that you want it to be like done when you're done, then I would just invite you to go ahead and maybe even move back a little bit and end it there. Allow yourself to experiment with where the chapter ends, because often if something feels like filler or boring when we're writing it, it'll feel that way. I think a lot of the time it'll feel that way to our audience as well. So I don't know. Yeah, experiment with where it ends and just allow yourself to exist with that for a little while. Yes. Siren Whisperer says, I'm finally fleshing out the details of the timey-wimey nonsense I'm attempting to work into my campaign. I love it. Reality glitches, nothing a little gentle beverage can't soothe. I love that. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, JC. Thank you. Yes, good, good. Hydrate or dihydrate, Davis. Doing a workout every day. Wow. Yeah, that sounds rough. I know those challenges are really like fun and they're fulfilling, right? And it feels good to accomplish things like that. But also if you're getting to a point where your body, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a fitness expert by any means, but I also don't want you to like hurt yourself or wear yourself out. So if you need a day off, or if you need to cut a workout short, take good care of you. Take good care of you, please. So, oh, Pinball Princess says, I cleaned up my makeup stash, ancient and rarely used. About ready to write about an indie makey person to cope with the loss of some very pretty colors in my old makeup. Yes, good. Good. I have one of those drawers too, where it's just got ancient makeup, and it's like it's not even like good. It's like whatever stuff that I had in like college or high school, and it's just like crusty and old. Anyway, this has been a very good evening. I don't know. It's been a really nice way to end my day, and I'm really happy that those of you who are here, thank you for being here. I love this opportunity to chat with you. Yeah, there's like I can't do squats like 2 days in a row because the second day that I try it, my legs just crumple. So maybe take some rest days. Take some rest days, Davis. Davis, go rest and drink some water. But yeah, thank you for being here tonight. If this was your first time joining us, welcome. I'm so glad you were here. I hope that you found this to be a warm and pleasant and nurturing creative experience. We do these ride-alongs every Wednesday and Friday evening, starting at 7 p.m. Central. If you can't make it to the live sessions, I do record all of these, and they are all available out on my YouTube channel. So you can go find me. Let's see, it's over here, Sarah Ray Warner. On YouTube, and you can just pick a create along at any time, at anywhere. If it's middle of the night, if you're at an airport, if you're bored, you can pretend that you're here live with us from one of the old recordings. I don't know, if you just want some noise in the background, if you want something to encourage you to write, I encourage you to take advantage of those. They're all available for free over on YouTube. Twitch also has, I think, the last 15 days worth, and then Twitch deletes them. So you can rewatch old ones there too if you want. Or yeah, you can always watch after the fact if you're not able to make it live. So those are available for you. Let's see, also available for you starting probably tomorrow, I think, will be my next episode of the Right Now podcast. It's about seeking validation, and it's a topic that initially arose during one of our create-alongs here. So I hope you listen to it. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Okay, Tim, so Tim is telling us that it's his birthday tomorrow, and you're the only folks I want to know about it. So Tim, that was like earlier, you're like, I just want to work tomorrow and I don't want to eat or do anything. And I'm like, Tim, it's your birthday. Tim, you can't just like punish yourself all day on your birthday. You have to take care of yourself. Yes. Oh, and now there's all these lovely people saying happy birthday to Tim. Oh, and Takara's heading out. Good night, Takara. But yeah, thank you for being here. I think with that, I'm gonna like release my brain from being on, and I'm gonna go like either read or like drink some herbal tea and like play Stardew Valley or something and kind of regain some of my energy back. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for sharing your genuine experience as a creator, sort of as we're moving through this journey together. Thank you for asking good questions. There's so many good questions tonight. Keep the questions coming. They're great discussion fodder. In the meantime, please continue helping and encouraging each other. We are over on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/proudwriters. We are also over on Discord. If you're not already a member of the Discord, let someone in the chat know and they will link you and invite you. Yeah. Oh, Cass, you too. Thank you. Yes, yes. Tim, happy birthday. Yeah. All right, friends. Midori is asleep in my armchair, which she has taken over in addition to the other chair that she has taken over for me. If you were here tonight, thank you. I appreciate you. Good. Oh, thank you. Another book lover says, I love these create-alongs. They're the highlight of my week. Oh, thank you. They're the writing highlight of my week too. I really enjoy these and I'm glad you're here with me. So, all right, friends, I will see you this Friday. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, wait, today's Wednesday. I'll see you this Friday for a create along. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, let us know how you're doing in the Discord and take care of yourselves. All right, bye for now.